Hey everybody, this is KK All Night and welcome back, or perhaps welcome to my channel. You ever find that piece of clothing or item where you're like, I'm just gonna make it work? Well, stay tuned and find out how I'm doing that today. Here on my channel, I focus on fashion, style, and outfit inspiration with a heavy emphasis on the outfit inspiration. If that sounds like something you might be interested in, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell so that you never miss an upload. This video is a Wednesday upload, and it's going to be a mini thrift haul. And so the item in question that I am going to make work is this gorgeous Ankara print A-line shift shirt. Although if you were a little bit shorter, maybe it could be a dress. I'm 5'6", and I mean, if you wear it with leggings, I guess it's debatable or subjective whether you would consider this a shirt or a shift dress. In any case, if you've been watching me, or if you haven't, I am back in my office, and on Fridays I like to wear a piece of culturally inspired clothing, usually from the African diaspora, and so that's where the Ankara print comes into place. But I also do pieces that are inspired by Asian influences as well as Indian influences. So I also thrift a lot, hence this video. I saw this gorgeous piece in the thrift store, and first tip for everyone, if you're interested in thrifting and you're by yourself, if something zips in the back and you can't zip it, turn it around and zip it to the front. If it fits, you know you can zip it in the back. And that's what happened with this piece. However, I have a large chest, and it was tight when I zipped it in the store, so I knew it would be tight. But when I got home and put the proper foundation garments on and went to zip it, it's still tight right here, but I think it works. The issue is, even with my minimizers, I think I'm getting a slight double boob here. But I think the only people that are going to notice that are me and you all, my viewers, because I just told you. Looking front on, I don't think it's noticeable. And if you are really looking that much, if I'm turned sideways, then, you know, more power to you. This is a 100% cotton piece. It has pockets, which is great. And it has a multitude of colors to which to style it with. You can obviously wear this with wide leg slacks. You can wear it with skinny jeans. You could even wear it with just like some cutoff or short or regular linen shorts and get that shift dress appearance. For the summertime, obviously, I would go with lighter fabric pants like linen or cotton. And then in the winter, if you wanted to kind of winterize it, you could wear a turtleneck under it. Although for me, I think I have it just that tight that a turtleneck is going to be too much fabric. But what I would do is keep this thermal on. This is a silk thermal shirt from LL Bean, and I would keep that on to do some layering. And you may be wondering, since it's summer, why I have this on, and it's twofold. Even though it's hot outside here where I live during the summer, I'm often inside with the air conditioning, and I get cold very quickly. And if you're going thrifting, it helps to, or you might want to consider wearing a layer that you keep on when you try on clothing, since obviously these clothes have been donated and you haven't had a chance to launder them yet. So this is the first item. Let me do a twirl. Quite happy with this. I mean, I could even see like wearing some leggings with some thigh-high boots. I have a pair of boots, kind of this purplish color. I'm not quite sure if they would match, but all sorts of ideas are coming to mind. I love the different trim and the different print on the sleeve. I love that it's 100% cotton. So I think this was a little gem of a find. The other thing is I went on, every week Goodwill has 50% off a certain color tag. This week it was blue. All the items I purchased were 50% off. So I think they considered this a short sleeve shirt. So that would have been $6.50. So I got it for $3.25. All right, I'm going to put you on pause while I go to the next item. All right, here is the next item. You got a 2-for-1 because it's two pieces. First, let's talk about this top. This is an Ann Taylor top that was thrifted. This is great quality, a nice thick fabric. You see the pleats in the top. One thing I hate though is this has a keyhole button. It has that little piece of stretch material that you put over one button. Very hard to do, especially with tips. I really like this. I like the pattern. It is giving a little boxy, but there's two ways to fix that. Think that you're probably going to be tucking it in, and that will alleviate some of that boxiness. Let's see. I wouldn't necessarily wear it tucked in with this skirt, but just tucking it in to your pants and ballooning it out a little bit is going to kind of fix that. The other thing that you could do is just add a blazer, and there's practically little to no chance I would be wearing this shirt without a blazer. So I just brought one out here. This jacket was also thrifted, but you know, that takes care of that boxy cut, but you still get the print. You still get this little mock turtleneck. I would even consider wearing a long sleeve shirt like this under it, either in black or cream or this burgundy color. Oh, this jacket, just FYI, was also thrifted. Albert Nippon, which is a quality or brand as well. But I thought this was really cute. I've paired it with this faux leather mini skirt. This is from Nordstrom's Rack, Max Studio. Tags still on. So I believe this top was half off of $5.49. So what is that, like $2.75? And then the skirts are $6.50. So I got the skirt for $3.25. I think for all my pieces I paid $23, and I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. All right. Obviously, there's lots of ways you can wear this. I'm thinking wintertime, a nice chunky turtleneck, and some thigh-high boots. And then they make the natural colored tights that are like lined, so you're nice and warm, but it looks like it's just your skin. So I really have been enjoying using those in the winter months. I would probably wear this in the fall and possibly the spring. However, for me, because I have a little bit of a tummy, I would want something that would come over this. So wearing it during the hot summer months, I don't know if I would do it for that. But really happy with these two pieces as well. I'm going to put you on pause and be right back again. All right, here we are. Before I get into this next dress, and I'll just say I love a good sheath dress with a nice blazer. I want to show you some of the finishings on the items that we've already talked about. So flipping this Ankara print dress inside out, you'll see that the fabric is not just on the front of the dress. The whole fabric is dyed that. It's not just kind of painted on top. And you can see by how well it's finished on the inside with the stitching and with the tag, which is one thing you should always look at to see how it's laundered and see the fabric content. This is by Mangishi Doll. It's made in Zambia. I'm not familiar with that brand, so I will be looking that up. But this says it's a U.S. size 4, which is, I don't know what they're basing their sizes on. And like I said, I don't know how big this is meant to be, and it was a little tight in the chest, but I really haven't seen 4 since I was 4 years old, so I think that's wrong. The other thing I wanted to show you the finishing on was this skirt, this faux leather skirt. As I said, it was new with tags still on, from Nordstrom's, originally $29.97. That's probably coming up backwards. So originally $30, and like I said, I got this for $3.25 from Max Studio. And then I just wanted to show you the vest that was Ann Taylor. How nicely it is finished on the inside as well. This is a cotton rayon polyester blend. And here are those little keyhole buttons that I hate so much. Oh, this was a medium. Ann Taylor. Yeah, this is a medium, so I'm surprised that was looking a little boxy and big under the arms, I am typically now a large. So let's get into this dress, and then I have two more items to show you. So I love a good sheath dress. I didn't look at who this is made by, but love the scoop neck. It gives you a shape, gives you some hips. You pair it with a blazer. If you're going to be outside, you just take off that blazer. Obviously a white blazer. I have a green blazer that this could go with. You could also pair it with black. You might even be able to pair it with orange or yellow, might look nice. So this is really cute. It's cute for the office. It's cute for church. Let me give you a twirl. It has seams, little darts right here. The fabric is matching up. The fabric is, okay. So how my hand just followed the design of the flowers, it's matching up even though there's a seam. So this is also really nicely constructed. You could also even wear a full skirt over this, and so it will just become the top that you were using. I'm really trying to think about using my clothes in different ways, not necessarily what they were originally intended for. These would also look cute with a pair of thigh-high boots. All right, so I'm going to pause you for this last time and try on the last two pieces. Okay, this skirt is by a brand called Madison Lee, which I have not heard of, but it is the best composition. I love almost 100% cotton piece or garment with just a touch of spandex for stretch. And that's exactly what this is, 97% cotton, 3% spandex. So I think I saved the hottest outfit for last, and it is this turtleneck, which was $3.74, and these pants, which were $3.25. These pants are Banana Republic. And originally when I tried them on, even though I liked them, I was going to let them go because I thought there's nothing really special or unique about them. But what I do enjoy is the length on the pant. Let me see if there's a seam. Oh, there's a generous hem, so I could definitely take it out because even though it's a good length, if I have on heels, I'm going to want it to come down a little bit. And the fact that they were Banana Republic, which I believe to be a good quality brand, and this checkered print does give me a little bit of razzle dazzle, and they fit nicely. I typically prefer wide leg, but these aren't skinny. They're kind of in between skinny and straight leg. So, and since they were $3, I decided to go for it. Just for size reference, I typically wear a 14 and a size large, although here lately I have been able to get into 12s and size mediums for the top. On this top, I will have to look and see who that is by, but what I enjoyed obviously is this print that goes from this gradient beige down, transitioning to the dark color, the black. Here it is all the way out, although I would definitely wear it tucked like this. And I enjoy the fact that the arms are long. They kind of come down over your hand like so. It would have been really cute if it had the thumb hole, which you could do. You just have to get a seamstress to cut and edge around the opening so it doesn't unravel, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Turtleneck, so this is definitely fall into winter territory here. They have pockets, but with some of the higher quality brands, they sew them shut, so you just need to clip them open. Let me give you a twirl. So obviously lots of things to pair this with since they are both neutrals. These two items actually could go together, although I don't know if I would pair them together. But obviously this top, any type of beige, black, red, green. Since the top is two neutrals, you could pretty much pair it with any color bottom or any type of bottom. And the pants, when I'm not aware, I can't tell if that's navy or black. But then you got the cream and the gray, or the cream and the tan, all neutrals. So again, you could pretty much pair it with anything. It would look cute with a red turtleneck, pretty much any color. So there you have it, my mini haul for this week. Hey y'all, I'm going to insert this clip on another Wednesday upload that I did. I showed you guys this cute little panda onesie. I believe it's supposed to be pajamas, but I didn't try it on because I said it was just too hot outside. Well, it's hot today, but for some reason, I felt like I had the energy to try it on. It's been laundered and clean. I actually usually double wash my items from the thrift store. First time around, I'll wash them just items from the thrift store, and then the second time, I'll wash them with my regular clothes. But anyway, I think this is adorable. I think I'm going to wear this during Halloween season. I usually dress up the week leading up to Halloween for the elementary school kids as they pass by on the bus. It also makes a great onesie just to lounge around in. It's a large. I wouldn't have minded if it was a tad bit bigger. You can see the sleeves are a bit short, but honestly, for wearing around the house and what I need it to, it's fine, and I can just push the sleeves up. We got the little panda ears, which actually stick up quite nicely, or we can have them floppy in the front. Or yeah, I think it's pretty cute. They have these front pockets. I'm 5'6", and the bottom part of the pants come right to my ankle. Plenty of room. I don't know that I would sleep in it. Probably would get a little bit hot, but here we go. We have the cute tail on it. I wish, well, I guess I could, if I was really interested, open it up at the seam and stuff it a little bit more. He was kind of sad hanging off, so I safety pinned him to give him a little bit of lift. But anyway, just wanted to come and show you guys what it looks like actually on. All right. Y'all, I had to come on and show you this. I don't know where I'm going to insert this, but I have recently discovered layering dresses, skirts, and pants. So in an upcoming fit, I will be layering a jumpsuit with a skirt underneath or over top, and I in the past have layered like a wide leg pant with a dress on top, maybe a dress like this that comes to right above the knee. But this that I just discovered, and only discovered it because I had the dress in my laundry room to wash, and this was hanging up to dry, and I just said, so I put the two on. I love it. I will be wearing this to church. Let me give you a twirl. I thrifted this Ankara print dress, and the maxi dress is from Shein. You would have seen it in my OOTD for the week of July 6th through the 12th. I wore it to a family reunion where the theme color was red. But y'all, I just love this. Obviously the red in the dress is picking up, and the short dress is picking up on the maxi dress. I love the puff sleeves, the handkerchief hem. This is just gorgeous. So this just goes to show you, or why I wanted to tape it really quick, is don't be afraid to try different things, especially when it comes to layering, because you can get a very unique fit or look from it, something that nobody else is going to have. Now with this, I would keep my jewelry simple, because just the architecture of the fit is doing all the talking. And for heels, if I was wearing this, so I would wear this in the summer, not out and about because it would be a little hot with the two dresses, but if you're going to be inside, absolutely, with some heels or sandals. And then obviously if you want to winterize it, you already have two layers in the top. You put some tights on underneath because this dress is a thin fabric, and then you can wear your boots. But you will definitely be seeing this soon, if you haven't already, by the time that this video comes out. I just want to encourage you to layer, whether that's a dress with a pant or a skirt with a pant or jumpsuit, or even like I have here, two dresses. I love it. I hope you have enjoyed watching. I hope you found some inspiration of things to pull from your closet, or gained a little knowledge of some tips and tricks that you can use when putting together your fits or going shopping or thrifting. If you have, and you have not already subscribed, please consider doing so. It costs you guys nothing, but it would help me out so very, very much. To all my current subscribers, I appreciate you so very, very much. I am still a new YouTuber trying to grow my channel, and all the likes, all the comments, all the engagement, and the subscribing all helps me tremendously. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. And with that, you guys, be safe out there.